And then on the 18th as well, we got the new Pokemon. The 9th generation hits the Switch with Scarlet and Violet.
Yeah, I keep seeing screenshots online of the duck, the sassy duck.
Sassy duck?
Yeah, the yassified duck is what they're calling it. And I don't even know if I'm saying it right. Yes, girl. That type of duck. Well, he's got like a blue...
Now I want to play.
Yeah, he's got like a blue wave.
Oh my gosh.
Hair. Oh my god. Yeah, it's cute as shit, so...
Oh, that's amazing.
Yeah. Fallon doesn't want me to pick it up because she doesn't feel like it's going to play like Arceus. I'm going to pick it up just for the damn duck.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yes.
3, 2, 1. This is OGGR. It's all over now.
Gamers and Geeks, welcome to OGGR.
Yes, Old Guys Geekly Review.
Episode 20, Nick, can you believe it?
I can't. We're officially antiques. In life and in podcasts.
Absolutely. Antiques are the best.
Yes. Yes,
Except
they are.
They often have a lot of cracks and are broken in various places, just like us.
You know, I want to disagree with you, but I can't. Yeah. All the evidence, like especially working out again. I feel those cracks. Yes, yeah. They're very painful nowadays.
Yeah, things just don't heal like they used to.
No, they do not.
Oh, man.
So how's your week been?
Good. Sarah brought a little cold back with her from her trip across. She was in schools, you know.
Yeah.
Children make you sick.
Yes, they do.
Yeah.
Sick in the mind, sick in the physicality.
Definitely hits your pocketbook.
Yeah.
Makes your pocketbook
yeah.
sick.
Holy crap.
Definitely.
Yes.
Yeah, when they always say teachers live forever, but that's because they're around kids all the time and they've built up every antibody under the sun.
Yeah.
You know, there is after a while when you've been in the classroom for like a decade, when you start to feel immortal.
Yeah.
You know, you've caught everything. You're just immune to everything.
You got your bat and you kneel before Zod.
Yeah. Kids start sniffling in the classroom and you just laugh. Like that's gonna do anything.
Oh my god. Holy crap. So yeah, it seems like it's been a pretty eventful week for you.
It's been all right, but a lot of God of War, so we'll talk about that when we get into it.
Yeah, I did not have a chance. I feel like the universe is against me.
That's okay, because you know what? It's too early for spoilers, so we can't talk about it too much.
That is true, but I do have one thing that I do want to talk about kinda in-depthy.
Sure.
That came out.
Sure.
So, should we hop into movies?
Let's do it.
All right.
Movies.
Okay, so what we've been watching. Have you watched anything?
Movie-wise, no.
Okay, I have watched Black Panther: Wakanda Forever. Okay, and I've got notes.
Okay.
I got so much notes, and I'm gonna try, and I'll edit out if I go a little too far. You ding me if I go a little too far, all right?
All right. Ding.
All right. So Black Panther: Wakanda Forever, with Namor being added, there's literally a whole new world to explore under the water.
Okay.
Okay. The whole culture resembles like Central American and South American mythology.
Mm-hmm.
So, like, my mind instantly went to Mayans.
Right. I heard that they kind of took out the Atlantis aspect and replaced it with more of the Mayan Incan culture.
Yes. Yeah.
And I like that. Actually.
And Talocan, I think Talocan is the replacement name for Atlantis.
Oh, okay.
It's still underwater, but it does have like a lot like paintings on the walls, all the artwork, statues. It all reminds me of the Mayan or mythology and the like. So really cool.
Yeah, and in the comic books, Namor is actually the ruler of the ocean, and it's larger than the above ground.
Mm-hmm.
So, he considers himself to rule the majority of the planet.
Yeah. But there's not a lot of people under the water.
Okay, in the comics, they sometimes differ in how they write that.
Is there a lot more people under the water? Do they got 8 billion people living under the surface?
Like 27 billion.
Really?
Well, in the comic books, they talk it up sometimes. Depends on the writer and it depends on the storyline, as if Namor really is the overlord to a larger portion of the planet and population than the above world.
Yeah, I don't. So I know next to nothing about him, but that's kind of cool. I did not know that. So there's not a lot that I know about the comic Namor. All I know is that I prefer the MCU Namor more, just his looks, his demeanor, the culture behind it. Really cool. Because we took our honeymoon, like way back in the day, down to Mexico.
Yeah.
We got to see Mayan ruins and stuff. So just really cool stuff. We got the Mayan calendar, the stone chiseled one.
Yeah, it would have been the switch to a different culture rather than the Atlantis Mediterranean is a good. It's a good switch. It's a good switch.
Yeah, definitely good. I liked it. Let's see. There's definitely a strong story, a lot of returning players, a lot of new players. I was worried that they were going to use T'Challa's death as a crutch, and they do talk about it, but it's not used as a crutch. I don't feel like it's done.
They move past it,
kinda ish. Okay. Like they do, and I'll get to it later. But I still want to talk about Namor.
Yeah, okay.
He's okay.
Namor.
So he's a freaking scary powerhouse.
Oh yeah,
like insanely. Like I didn't know how freakishly strong that he was.
Oh yeah, in the comic books, he's always pretty much been more powerful than most of the heroes. But he floats that line between enemy and hero. He wants to be a leader for his people, and a lot of times it's political why he doesn't get along with them. But he's arrogant, but he's not a villain.
Okay.
So a lot of times he'll back off right before he, does too much damage.
Okay.
In the comics.
So to give everybody like perspective on how strong he is, even I believe Kevin Feige or however Feige, who I think he came out and said it maybe a week or two ago that outside of water he's the strongest Thor. When he's in or around water, he's as strong as the Hulk.
That makes sense. Yeah, that would be appropriate to the comic books.
Yeah. Ironheart was in it.
Yes.
She was pretty badass. Her armor was a bit bulky, looked very anime-ish.
Yeah, she said it was 52 pounds.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, the colors and the looks of it were really cool. So, God, 52 pounds?
Yeah, 52
Jeez.
pounds.
Man.
Half her weight.
Yeah. Vibranium must be really heavy.
I hear that.
Yeah. Let's see. Overall, it was a really great movie. That's what I took away from it.
Yeah.
But towards the end, I couldn't help. Like towards the end of the movie, I just couldn't help thinking if Chadwick Boseman was still alive, how much better this movie would have been.
Yeah.
And I'm not trying to take away from anybody's acting because they did a great job, but it's.
We're sad that he's gone.
Yeah, he was just a next level. Like he really played that character strong and amazing.
Oh, yeah.
But I feel like that's the direction the writers and the director wanted you to go.
Okay.
I feel like they steered you in that direction because they hit you. They hit you with some magic.
Oh, okay.
And the feels.
Okay.
Yes. Okay, and that's all I'm going to say about that. But yeah, that I mean, it was really good. I recommend watching it on the big screen. Lots of subtitles.
Okay.
Just overall a decent story, a nice pickup point for let's see, not phase 5 because we still got one more thing.
Yeah.
And if you're curious about the next thing, that's the Guardians of the Galaxy Christmas special.
Christmas special.
And then after that, we kick off phase 5 with either Secret Invasion season 1 or Ant-Man and the Wasp Quantumania.
Yeah.
That one comes out. Ant-Man comes out in February, but the Secret Invasion release date is slated for early 2023 still.
Okay.
Like they don't have a release date for it, so it's one of those two that's going to kick it all off.
Nice.
Which I didn't know. I didn't know Secret Invasion was going to come out that soon.
I think Secret Invasion is going to be the major storyline for Phase 5.
Okay.
And I think Kang is going to be kind of a secondary and really heat up in Phase 6.
Okay. Yeah, because that's like the Kang Dynasty Avengers movie. Okay.
Yeah.
So
yeah. I think the
excuse me.
majority of it's definitely going to be Secret Invasion for the most part, and it makes sense them ending with Thunderbolts,
Yes.
because I think that's definitely going to be Secret Invasion tie-in.
Yeah, there was some tie-ins to the Thunderbolts a little bit.
Oh, good.
Yeah.
Oh, good. That's good to hear. Black Panther. Speaking of Black Panther, though, it actually already passed Black Adam in sales.
I figured it would. I mean, it is there's some beautiful shots in that movie. So, I still haven't seen Black Adam, but it was
Wakanda forever.
Yeah, Wakanda forever. You Bombay mofos. But there are blue people. There are blue people in there. And
I'm familiar with the blue people. I grew up with blue people.
Oh yeah, the Kentucky blue people.
Yeah.
I
grew up with blue people.
What was I going to say?
Derailed. There are blue people in Black Panther.
Yes.
Related to Namor?
Yes.
Okay.
It did give me Avatar vibes,
Yeah,
though.
okay.
It did a little bit. It was kind of.
Maybe they'll tie in Avatar
Oh
to
my
where
God.
to be part of the
Don't
MCU.
don't do me like that. Don't do me like that. Why would you do that? Let's keep stuff separate. I don't need Jedi in the MCU either. That would be crazy, though. Jedi in the MCU, that'd be nuts.
Yeah, I don't know how I feel about that either. So, yeah.
But either way, 3 months away from new content at the latest, at the most. All right, so that is all I've watched. Do you want to move on to news? Did I say anything that you wanted to touch on that I may have went too far?
You're good. You're good. What I want to add is next week we got coming up the menu. Anya Taylor-Joy.
Oh yeah,
yeah.
I want her on my menu.
Exactly.
Uh-huh.
So limited release psychological horror. Ralph Fiennes is in that. So that's what you got to. I don't think it's going to dethrone Black Panther.
Probably not.
Yeah, but still probably will catch it at some point.
Mm-hmm.
As far as news goes, we have a little bit from just exactly like we predicted, well, or commented on at least. Warner Brothers is trying really hard to make a Harry Potter and the Cursed Child film. They're doubling down on their known things, and I'm like, I don't know what this is going to do as well as they think it is, but
it could. If they get...
Unlike the other movies, this one would be a sequel where
Yes.
they could carry on the future, possibly. Who knows? But I don't know. I think that ship has sailed.
I don't know. I would be in line for it because I bought the book.
Yeah.
And the book is written like a play.
Yeah. It is a play.
Yeah, and it is decent.
Yeah.
I kind of liked it. Well, I mean, it wasn't nearly as good as the other Harry Potter books, but I would be there for it because
Would you be there for it if they couldn't get the cast back?
No.
Exactly.
No.
Exactly.
No, if you can't get the original cast, and that's the hang-up because of the whole J.K. Rowling debacle.
Yep, and there's plenty of the actors that I don't think would come back.
Mm-hmm.
Plenty of the big actors.
Yeah.
that-
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
I mean,
I think all three of the
Yeah.
Ron, Hermione, and Harry.
yeah, I don't think.
For some reason, I can't.
Emma Watson, Daniel Radcliffe,
And
and
Rupert Grint. Yeah. Yeah. There we go.
There
We
you
got it. Yeah. Good tag
yeah,
team.
Yeah.
Good tag team.
Yeah, I don't know that any of them would be back.
Yeah. And I honestly, I can't say that I blame them.
Yeah.
You know, but I mean, I've had to explain. My daughter felt terrible about watching that movie. That used to be her favorite franchise of all time.
Yeah.
And I said, if you're gonna boycott that movie and everything about it, the whole franchise over the author, now what you're doing is you're doing a discredit to all the actors, all the people that worked on the VFX, all the set designers, like
Yeah.
everybody.
It's hard to decide what to boycott and how to boycott things.
Yeah. So you gotta. That's why I've always kind of preached to separate the artist from their art.
Yeah.
Because otherwise, I still got Marilyn Manson on my Apple iTunes, and he's a slice
Freak.
He's a real slice apparently. So yeah. On more movie news, we got test screenings for Indiana Jones 5. What do you think? Good or bad?
I still haven't watched the fourth one because the whole refrigerator nuke scene. I heard about that and I was like, nope, I'm out.
They're pretty poor, the test screenings for the 5. But that scene, what made you feel terrible about that scene? Like why did you say that you were out at that scene? because he survived a nuclear blast.
In a refrigerator, yeah.
But he did drink from the cup of Christ. He drank the
Okay.
the. See, I had to look it up. I was like, who the hell could you really survive in a lead refrigerator and shit? And God, this was so long ago. But then they
Yeah.
were like, he did drink from the Grail, and I was like, oh shit, he did.
Yeah.
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 Neve Campbell is not going to be in Scream 6, we know already, but sources say with the amount of story we were getting, we're not even going to notice her absence.
Okay.
Yeah. We've kind of grown attached to the Scream movies. We watch it every Halloween of the whole franchise, so I'm going to definitely notice her absent.
Yeah, I would think.
Let's see. We have a title for the next MonsterVerse movie, and it is Godzilla and Kong. Filming has also wrapped in that.
Oh, they're continuing with it. They haven't stopped the monster.
Oh God, no! They're not gonna stop that.
Still a thing.
In other news, Dave Bautista really wants to be in the Gears of War movie for Netflix.
Yes, and I'm down with that.
Oh yeah. Now, possibly the best movie, the best news that I've come across this week. Tim Allen wants to do a Galaxy Quest 2.
Oh God, yes.
Yes. Oh my
yes. Yeah.
God. And I said, I'll camp out at the movie theater for it. IDGAF, son.
Oh, well, yeah. Galaxy Quest.
Yeah. Oh God.
That's amazing.
In fact, I'm gonna go home, edit this, and watch it at the same time.
Nice.
Yes. Last week, Jamie Lee Curtis expressed interest in doing a sequel to Freaky Friday with Lindsay Lohan.
Okay.
And this week, Lindsay Lohan has expressed the same interest.
Okay.
So we might get a sequel. Which I kind of... Have you seen that?
Yes, I have.
Did you like it?
The Freaky Friday stuff's always kind of fun.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like that movie.
Yeah.
But I'm a huge fan. You know, okay, so when it came out, I was a big fan of Lindsay Lohan.
Well, yeah. Now you're a fan of Jamie Lee Curtis.
Exactly, yeah. She's like a cool, geeky-ass
Yes,
mom.
she is.
Yes, she is. All right, we got A Christmas Story Christmas, the sequel to A Christmas Story, if that needed clarification. That is coming out tomorrow on HBO Max, so you will be able to watch it, like, tomorrow.
Well, yeah.
That seemed like
but
it
you got to handle it carefully.
Yeah, well, yeah.
Because it's fragile.
Yeah, and you'll poke your eye out.
Yeah.
God, that seemed like it came out fast, though, didn't it? Like, it felt like it, we announced it back when we were doing videos. Still.
Oh, yeah, that's true.
So, yeah, it just seems like time flies the older we get. Anyway, okay, that's neither here nor there. Tomorrow, I'm going to try to watch it. Gran Turismo movie has been filming, or has started filming, and I feel like there's a joke to throw in there, but you're going to have to pay for DLC, Ogre Platinum, to get that joke.
You know, we're going to be talking about the game of the year later, and God, if you don't know the downside to the Gran Turismo, if you don't know the story behind the Gran Turismo thing, is so they released to all the reviewers in the first week this great game. And then like 2 weeks later, they loaded it up with pay to play and just all kinds of stuff. So the critic score is really high because it was the best version of the game. But the user score is like tanked. It's like one of the lowest of the year because of all the bad stuff they did to it.
Bunch of jabronis.
Oh, man. I'm glad that one didn't make any game of the year list.
Yeah. And it could have.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
It could have if they had just, not been greedy.
Yeah. We got Margo Robbie's all-female Pirates of the Caribbean movie has been sunk.
Oh,
I know, dude. What is better? What is the better kink than women pirates?
I have difficulty figuring it out. Now I'm just imagining female pirates.
Yeah, especially Margo Robbie. I didn't even know it was a thing. And now I'm sad that it never will be a thing.
One of my favorite female pirates is an illustration done by, now I can't think of Clyde Caldwell.
Yeah.
And his book is coming out in his illustrations are coming out in the next Illustrator magazine.
Okay.
So I'm definitely getting a copy of that.
You're going to have to, for scientific purposes, I want to see those pictures.
The female pirates.
All right. And a new Lilo and Stitch movie is in the works at Disney. I really like the first one. The sequel's not so much. So I'm trying not to get my hopes up for it. It looks like it might be more computer animated. I don't know if would this have been a direct to rental? That I don't know yet.
If we were still doing such a thing.
Probably.
Yeah.
Speaking of direct to rental, we are getting our first looks at and I'm doing this off the top of my head because usually I don't do direct.
This is when it gets good, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah. Okay, so we've got Rest in Peace Department 2, something. I don't remember the whole title. Apparently there's a sequel
Try
to
to
that.
Google that.
Yeah. And then Blade of the 47 Ronin.
Oh, okay.
And there's a new trailer out for that apparently, which, like, I mean, if you've ever seen the movie, I don't know how they make a sequel. I mean, maybe a prequel.
Everybody's dead.
Yeah, perhaps.
Yeah.
Perhaps
Maybe,
a prequel.
Maybe it's the forging of the blades of the yeah. So it's all about the blacksmiths.
Yeah, there we go. That would be
all about the blacksmiths.
Yeah, that'd be a lot of dinging.
I want that on a t-shirt.
That'd be a lot of dinging. That'll be our first ogre t-shirt. A lot of dinging. All right, that's all I got for movies. You want to talk about the box office a little bit?
I pretty much wove it in. So right. Black Panther's top, and by a lot. Over, it's already made more money than Black Adam in its first weekend, and then The Menu with Anya Taylor-Joy is coming out next weekend.
Yeah.
So that is the box office.
Yeah. Do we expect a lot of dinging from that movie?
It might be a different kind of dinging. There might be different dinging going on in The Menu.
All right, should we head into television?
Yes.
All right, television.
Television.
You watching it? Jinx. You can't talk now until I say your name. All right, what's up? What's up, JD?
I watched Andor like
Okay.
I always do, and this week on Andor, if Andor doesn't win some kind of Emmy, Oscar, whatever the hell category it's in for the speeches that were in this week's episode, it would be a disservice.
So, what I've been seeing online is that it's a phenomenal show, but it doesn't have a lot of people watching it because Disney has just kind of made a shitload of not so great Star Wars content.
Yeah, well, I wouldn't say it's not been as great as some of the Book of Boba Fett, basically. The Mandalorian's amazing.
Yeah, everything I've seen, like The Mandalorian season 1 and half of season 2, has been really good.
Yeah.
Book of Boba Fett,
meh.
pretty insane, except for I had to quit that.
Well, except for like episode 6 where
the slow race.
where the Mandalorian comes back in, then it's really good again. But yeah, Andor is absolutely amazing from an acting and just kind of the dialogue.
Yeah.
Is above anything Star Wars has ever done.
Well, they said, okay, so another thing I've been reading is that the prison break scene is like one of the best things that's ever been filmed.
It was really good, but I think the speeches that were in it are even better.
Okay. Better or worse than the Independence Day speech?
I was going to say that.
Yeah.
I love the Independence Day speech. It makes me cry every time.
Mm-hmm.
The more often I read this speech, the better it gets. And I have to say it's better than the Independence Day speech.
Damn.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Well, and this was the last episode?
I almost printed out the speech I'm talking about and was going to read it, but I knew I couldn't do it justice.
Yeah.
So find that speech and read it for Andor episode 10, and you'll see what I'm talking about.
Should we just post it to Ogre?
Yeah, let's do that.
We'll do a clip.
Yeah.
Is that the last episode 10? Was that the last
we got
episode?
11 and 12.
Oh, damn.
And Disney is so proud of Andor, they're going to release the first 2 episodes on like everything.
Oh.
Like Hulu, Freeform,
Wow.
probably YouTube,
Wow.
just like it's going to be everywhere. So you will be able to see the first 2 episodes of Andor, I think the 23rd and 24th, which leads up to the finale on the 25th.
Okay.
So you can, if you're on the fence about it, you can see the first 2 episodes.
Damn.
For free, pretty much everywhere.
So I'm trying to wait for it all to get over so I can binge it. But I think I'm probably going to start watching it not tomorrow, because there's something coming out tomorrow that I'm going to watch. But I'm going to watch it this week at some point, hopefully before the next podcast. But I also got God of War to play too.
Yeah.
You been watching anything else?
Other than anime, no.
Okay. So TV news. We've got David Harbour says Stranger Things season 5 is going to be a home run.
Oh, of course.
Yes.
Yeah.
Rick
Even
and,
though I don't know how they could top season 4, but they do it every season.
They
top
do.
the previous one.
They do.
Yeah.
And it's kind of hard to do. Yeah, it's hard to see how they're going to do it, but they do.
Yeah, they do. I'll be
Still, one of my favorite scenes.
It'd probably be the only thing to get me to subscribe to Netflix again.
Yeah.
That'd be my, like, I'm subscribing to Netflix again. I'll watch Stranger Things and everything else I've passed on for the last
now I got to
year.
stay a subscriber to Netflix because all the Gears of War shit.
Oh.
But yeah, one of the most powerful scenes I think I've ever seen in a TV movie, any sort of film, was Maxine. Yeah, you know, when the Kate Hill song was it Kate? Is it Kate Hill?
Kate Bush.
Kate Bush. I was gonna say, I thought that was I thought that was Hawkeye.
Kate Bush was Hawkeye.
Yeah, I was like Kate. I know it started with B, ends with a, or it has an SH in there. Kate Bishop. Okay, but yeah, I was thinking Kate Bishop for some reason. But yeah, that whole scene where she's they're playing the music and she's running out of the nastiness, the upside down, where Vecna's like throwing rocks at her. I think that's one of the most powerful scenes. Like,
oh yeah,
like my eyes water just watching.
It's amazing.
So, yeah, it was really good. Rick and Morty coming back this Sunday.
Yes, I've got that on my preview notes on the 20th.
Yep. And the third and final season of Dead to Me hits tomorrow. And Dead to Me is kind of a dark, humorous, drama-ish show that we've been watching since the start. Sure seems like it's been taking them a long time to film seasons, but with Christina Applegate's MS diagnosis.
Yeah.
Now I understand why. So I like her.
Yeah.
I've liked her ever since Married with Children. I'm definitely going to watch it.
Cool.
I just want to see how that story ends because it's kind of interesting. And that is all the TV news I have.
Well, we got some cool TV coming up. If you want to see some abs, we've got Chris Hemsworth.
Hell yeah.
Doing his Limitless
show.
Yeah.
That looks fun.
Yeah, where he does all the extreme sports, whatever.
Can we talk about his abs? I mean,
I think we can.
Are we going to hurt Henry Cavill's abs? Like,
ooh,
feelings?
They might get jealous.
Yeah.
Ooh, we could have an ab fight.
Oh, there we go. We call it fabulous fighting.
The 12-pack throwdown. Okay, moving on. We've got some animated stuff from Netflix coming up on the 18th. We've got Inside Job Season 2 and Cuphead Show Season 3.
Okay.
And then on the 23rd, we get Wednesday.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, is the 23rd one on Wednesday?
I hope so, but I can't believe they didn't put it out in October, but whatever. Yeah. I hear it's good.
Yeah, I love the monsters.
You did that did that just for the comments.
Yeah, we're gonna have corrections galore. Actually, Nick. Actually, I don't know why I'm feeling so goofy today, man.
Yeah, but that looks pretty cool. Wednesday. Yeah.
Yeah, is that the one where God, what's his name? I don't remember his name. Is that the one with the parents? The guy, the fucking guy.
The only show with parents.
No, the guy. Oh my God. I'm gonna say. You know what? We're gonna just delete a lot of this. Oh, here we go. Louis Guzman. Guzman?
I don't know.
Yeah, this guy.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Louis Guzman and Catherine Zeta-Jones.
Good job.
Yep. So that took about 20 minutes. That's going to be a nightmare to edit.
Oh, but it's going to leave it in. People, people will want to hear our ramblings anyway.
Yeah.
They're like, they're so silly and stupid.
Yeah. Either I'm going to leave it in or it's just going to sound magically delicious, like Lucky Charms for your ears.
Everything is.
Yeah.
Shall we move on to anime?
Yes.
Okay. So I've gone through and I've completed my dubs of the summer. And so now I've narrowed down my my fall must watch list.
Okay.
So these are the 6 animes that I'm actually watching as they come out.
Okay.
So Ya Boy Kong Ming on Fridays.
After last week, I can understand why you would be watching that.
Okay, and that's on High Dive. So Ya Boy Kong Ming makes my Fridays happy. Saturday hits me with 3. We've got Uzuki-chan Wants to Hang Out, which is a fun rom-com. Not like My Dress Up Darling, but it's pretty cool. It's a good rom-com. Spy Family.
Yeah.
Just everybody should watch that.
That's the same studio for
My Dress Up Darling, yes. Cloverworks, I believe.
Okay.
And Spy Family is just something that is good for everybody.
Mm-hmm.
It's just wholesome, fun. Everybody will love that.
Yeah.
And,
a lot of hentai on Reddit if you're into that.
God, that's the one show I haven't looked hentai up for.
Yeah, Rule 34 stuff on. I got you covered. You know what Rule 34 is, right?
I have no idea. No.
Oh, it's if it's a thing, then porn of it exists.
Oh, I'm sure it does. I'm sure it does, but I don't. Well, because I mean, as far as waifus go, Yuri, I can't. And her name. Yeah, she's hot.
Your Forger.
Your.
I have not even seen the show, but
she's hot. Yeah, she's around everywhere. Yeah, so I could see that. Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, I've even seen the teapot from Beauty and the Beast with huge boobies.
God.
Yeah,
Mrs. Potts.
A lot of stuff I wish I could take back.
Mrs. Jugs.
Yeah, Mrs. Jugs. Yeah, comes with her own creamer.
Oh gosh, that's just wrong.
Yep,
Which leads us into Beast Tamer, and that's also on Saturdays. And Beast Tamer is more of your slightly pervy anime, which is probably why I watch it.
Mm-hmm.
Sunday we get back to More Than a Married Couple, but Not Lovers, which is another rom-com.
Yes.
And then nothing on Monday. Tuesday, I watch Vermilion Gold, which is on High Dive, and it's not a great show, but it's got a sexiness to it, so I watch it.
So we watch it for the fan service?
Pretty much.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's pretty much just for the fan service.
Okay.
So that's Vermilion Gold. Nothing on Wednesday, nothing on Thursday. So that's my
must-watch.
My must-watches for anime.
Okay. Nice.
All right.
Anime news. Oh, I've been kind of taking another stab at Goblin Slayer, but
okay.
It's just so generic.
Yeah,
I've been catching it with Drake. When he's watching it, I'll step in for an episode or two. Still has not really piqued my interest.
Yeah, there's so many clones and stuff.
Yeah. In news, and this is kind of cool, Lucasfilm and Studio Ghibli are teasing a collaboration.
The Baby Yoda. Yeah, that's pretty cool.
Yeah, I think that would be pretty epic.
Grogu by Studio Ghibli. I like that. I'm down for it. I'll watch it. I'll be there for it.
But no Rule 34 stuff about it. Do not do that to Grogu. I will hunt all of you down if you draw him.
I don't want to have to look for it, so I'm just going to assume it doesn't exist.
Yes. And let's live in that world.
Yes.
We'll live in that timeline.
Exactly.
Let's stay pure in at least one way. Okay.
Grogu is untouchable.
Yes. Should we move on to video games?
Let's do it.
All right.
Video games.
So, what are you playing?
Marvel Snap.
I know. Just you know what? I even put in the notes. Just assume that we're always going to play Marvel Snap.
Yeah.
I'm still just doing it for the dailies.
Yeah, exactly.
Until I have any sort of luck in my pool 3, I'm not really going to go too much further than that.
Yeah, until I get a cool card in pool 3 that I want to talk about. Yeah, we'll just.
Oh, actually, I did. I pulled a good card last. Well, I pulled a okay card last night. Agatha Harkness.
Oh, I got her the other day too.
Yeah, she starts in your hand, plays the deck for you.
Yeah, I'm contemplating how to make that workable.
If you find out how, you let me know, because she seems to make a lot of just terrible decisions.
Oh God, she does. Yeah. I think I'll probably design a deck with just probably Quicksilver and Domino.
Oh, like
the 1 and 2s.
Yes,
and then 3, 4s, and 5s, just big numbers.
Now, if you could get her to play a Lockjaw, do you have Lockjaw?
Yes.
And just put in a shitload of high-level cards.
Yeah, she'd screw it up.
Yeah, she probably would. She does seem like the type that could mess up a free meal.
Screw it up.
Yes.
But anyway, God of
Yes.
War. Been playing. I'm 11 hours into God of War. It is really good. And we'll be talking about it more in depth as I don't want to spoil anything for Nick or for the audience since it's just come out. But it's definitely a very good game. And I'll talk a little bit more about it when we discuss some of the games of the year.
I gotta ask you though, the most important thing that we've been talking about multiple times this year: does it look next gen? Does it feel next gen?
It doesn't feel next gen.
Poop.
It does look next gen.
Okay.
Because one thing I can say about it is when you start it up and you play, it's so familiar to the PlayStation 4 version that it could easily be a direct sequel. And so the only thing you're really getting out of it is updated graphics.
Okay.
Gameplay, mechanics. Hell, I'll even go so far as to they do a pretty poor job explaining how some of the like puzzles and mechanics of the game work because they assume
that
you've played the previous one.
Yeah, like right before.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, so
I hate when they do that.
They don't explain some of the workings of the puzzles at all.
Yeah.
And there's plenty of times where I've been going, if I haven't played the previous game, I wouldn't know how to do this. Which for me doesn't make it bad, but for somebody picking up Ragnarok but not playing the previous version, it would be a little confusing.
No, it's gonna take me a while to get the swing of things because my brain is soup anymore.
It's because you got all those kiddos and doggos. And...
Yeah. But I do plan. I've got most of my streaming set up and video capture set up, hooked back up. Waiting on one cable to get here, which, oh God, I'm crossing my fingers, knocking on wood, that this is going to capture the mic too. So, regardless, I am going to upload the gameplay footage to YouTube.
Yeah, I'm still very disappointed in the current gen systems because it really didn't make that leap into 4K.
Yeah, that's kind of.
You still have to make that choice between 60 frames per second at a lower resolution, or 4K, or at 60
4K,
frames.
30 frames.
Yeah. So it's either your choice. You can either play it at 4K or you can play it at a high res as a 60 frames per second, but not both.
Yeah. And hopefully, if they do make a PS5 Pro or an Xbox Series X1, Air Force One edition, I don't know. Hopefully, it'll tackle that.
If it bridges that gap, I might upgrade to the Pro.
Yeah.
But right now I'm pretty disappointed because it doesn't feel like a next gen because they can't give you both.
Yeah. So, God, now I'm struggling. I don't know how I'm going to set it up with the Arc because the Arc can handle it either way, anything you throw at it, basically. So I need to know if I want to play it in 4K, which is probably what I will go with.
That's what I've been doing.
Yeah.
And, I mean, it's pretty. And I would say definitely, because I think the beauty of the construction, the graphics that they've put into the effort that they've put into the graphical quality of the game is worth upgrading it to 4K.
Okay.
And there's not as much, well, let's just say extended combat.
Yeah.
Where the 60 frames per second is necessary.
Yeah. Okay. I've been playing. I finished Titanfall 2 because I couldn't put that off anymore and start a new game.
I hear it's great.
It's pretty amazing. If you want to borrow it, you're more than welcome to.
It's definitely one of the few games that I keep thinking about.
Yeah. If you want to borrow it, I'll let you borrow it. It is amazing. If they do come out with a third one, I totally would. But their company Respawn is getting a lot of backlash over the prices in Apex.
Oh.
And they won't fix it. And my daughter, she was a huge fan of Apex. Anyway, long story short, I told her don't be mad at Respawn because they're keeping those prices because people are obviously paying them. So
yeah, that seems like the way of the world these days. Companies are getting what they can.
Yeah. Any other news for you?
We can go into the Game of the Year list came out.
Okay.
Game of the Year nominations came out.
All right. I do have some more news.
Yeah, let's go ahead and hit yours. And then
you want to do the news and then the Game Awards?
Yeah.
Okay.
We'll do the Game Awards last.
All right. So speaking of Snap, we've got collector's tokens that should be coming to Snap. I'm not sure how they work, but they're supposed to help you help the RNG gods point
Oh,
them in the directions of cards you're interested in.
okay, because that's a definitely needed mechanic. Yeah.
Yes. The Witcher 3 Wild Hunt next gen update.
Yes.
You heard anything about it?
I know that it's coming, but since I've played it and probably won't play it again next gen, I haven't paid too much attention to it.
It's free.
Nice.
And it's coming out December 14th. And I feel like if you still have a copy for PS4, you can pop that in your PS5.
Mine's right up there.
There you go. You can pop that in your PS5 and play the next gen.
Yeah, if it's free, I might give it because that's great. If you haven't played The Witcher 3, what are you waiting on?
Yeah.
Because that's one of the best games of this generation. Might be the best game of this generation.
Oh, man. So that's big talk.
It's worth
And
it.
I'm gonna find out.
It's worth it.
Epic Games has launched Unreal Engine 5.1, and Unreal Engine is probably my favorite engine right now.
Yeah, it looks gorgeous.
Yeah, it does.
But I am going to say, just because something is done in Unreal Engine 5 doesn't mean it's going to look good. Because this year has really driven home the fact that the next gen systems, the next gen games, the graphics are only as good as the effort they put into it.
Yeah.
And you're not getting, when I grew up going from 8-bit to 16-bit to 32-bit, these were like huge leaps. And
Yes.
you've been like, oh, it's so amazing to go
it's so
from
realistic.
here to there to there. and now it's kind of like, I've played so many PS5 games where I've been like, man, this looks like a PS3 game.
Yeah.
And it's just because they haven't spent the time to make it look good.
Yep. Yeah, you got to polish your turds. You really do.
You do. Make those babies shine.
We've got, let's see, last bit of video game news I have is if you are still playing the Avengers game,
Oh.
yeah, they are coming out with DLC at the end of the month for the Winter Soldier.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah. I still have it because I just don't think I can sell it.
Uh,
You sold yours, didn't you?
oh yeah, I sell a lot of things.
You should have bought a lottery ticket that day. Because I don't think
I was ahead of the curve.
Yeah. All right, that's all the news I have. So you want to move into the awards?
So, Game of the Year, the nominees.
Okay.
Da-da-da. There's 6 of them.
All right.
A Plague's Tale Requiem, which got a Metacritic score of 85 for critics and 83 for players.
All right.
And that's free on Game Pass.
Ooh.
And it's beautiful.
My Game Pass is running out.
Oh, it's beautiful.
Yeah.
Elden Ring, which has the highest critic score and the lowest user score out of the bunch. So
I
definitely
think
divided.
Yeah, I think the user score is just from people that can't get good.
Yeah, I knew you'd say that. You were joking about it, though.
Yeah. Maybe a little bit.
Really? You think so?
With the way people review bomb shit nowadays.
Oh, okay.
I think a lot of people are just upset because even I did it back when Bloodborne first came out.
Oh,
I was that guy, and then I've since taken the review down because it truly is a good game.
see, now I think even though I don't like those style of games, I still think I gave it a pretty decent review.
Yeah.
I didn't bomb it, but I didn't give it a 10 like a lot of people did.
Oh no, there's no way I'd give it a 10, but man, as far as like a seamless, gigantic open world with a lot of I mean, there's definitely a good game there.
There is a reason that it is on Game of the Year list, and I do not dispute that at all.
Yeah.
It might not be my top, maybe. I'm still debating.
Yeah.
But
I know what my top
it
is.
should be there. Okay.
And it better be on the Game of the Year list.
Well, it might be. Let's see. God of War Ragnarok is up there.
Garbage. Garbage compared to my game.
94 for the critic score, 84 for the user score.
Okay.
Horizon Forbidden West,
Ooh.
which is a good game. It came out like the week right before Elden Ring.
Yeah.
And so Elden Ring stole a lot of its thunder, but it's very good.
Mm-hmm. You said that one looked so real you felt uncomfortable when the characters looked at the camera.
Yeah, because they did such a great job with the character imaging and construction and stuff that these people are not pretty. They are ugly to look at. And you see every pore and hair and pimple and Yeah,
It's kind of cool that they made it that realistic.
Yeah.
I mean, it really brings you in.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
and there's a definite reason for a lot of reasons that Horizon Forbidden West is on that list. And graphic quality, it is way up there. Might be the best.
Okay.
Next on the list, Stray.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Dude, if you can make Kratos meow, that's the only way he's taking the top spot. Okay?
Which I'm really happy that they put Stray on there.
Mm-hmm.
It really shows that you don't need a 60-hour game
Yes.
to have a great defining experience.
Yeah. A lot of... What can I say about Stray that I haven't said before? Like, the goofy robot aspect of Portal...
Yeah.
Wrapped up into like a world where like a post-apocalyptic world like Nier, and you get to play as a fucking cat.
It's amazing.
It's great.
I can't wait to actually play it.
Yeah.
I can't believe I've put it off this long, but it's so many things.
I'm about to get a physical copy of it because I think Limited Run has done it, and I like that game enough to get it.
It's out now.
Yeah.
There is physical. It is the only Game of the Year nominee where the user score is higher than the critic score.
Really?
Yeah.
Good.
Yeah.
That makes me happy.
It is the only one.
Yeah.
It's 83 critic, 85 user score for that one.
Yeah, and I'm terrible with dev names, but Annapurna Interactive did that game.
Yes.
And just watch
Blue 12 Studio and Annapurna.
Yeah, watch what they're going to do in the future because I think they're going to do some special stuff.
Yeah, and
I know they're already doing a spin-off of not Parasite Eve, Silent Hill.
Yeah, and Stray is also the only original IP. It's the only one that's not a sequel.
Elden Ring is a sequel?
I think since they used 57 previous models from other games.
Oh yeah.
I
okay.
think you can,
all right. Yeah, I got you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They use at least previous assets.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, if you are struggling for cash or unsure about what games to buy because you're overwhelmed, I would definitely recommend picking up Stray. That might easily be my game of the year.
I would recommend getting a month of the PlayStation tier.
Oh, just to be able,
just because it'd be a little cheaper.
Yeah,
and it's a short game.
Yeah,
so I would recommend getting that instead of buying a physical copy, just because it'll save you some bucks.
Yeah.
And the last one is Xenoblade Chronicles 3.
And you played that quite a bit.
I completed that one, and it was good. My personal, I think it's either going to be Stray, God of War, or Elden Ring. And I'm actually thinking that it's probably going to be Stray.
Yeah, I mean, there's just something super special with that.
Yeah,
that was just a very pleasant surprise of a game, and I couldn't pull myself away from it. Like I would immediately, because I know that I would have got burnt out if I took like hour-long videos and just kept playing and then editing them all at the end.
It's a pure experience.
Yes.
Sometimes when a game gives you a pure experience, that's all you can really ask for a good game.
Yeah.
Is that wonderful experience.
Well, and I would, like, I'm not joking. I spent a whole day playing for an hour, editing a video, loving rewatching everything.
Yeah.
Playing another hour, editing another hour-long video. I spent like 12 hours doing that. And wow. I mean, it just didn't bother me. It didn't bother me at all. I love that game. It was a very, like you said, pure experience.
Pure experience.
Yeah.
And considering what they gave the award to last year, because I think they tend to skew towards more unique experiences. Because last year it was It Takes Two.
Yeah.
And that was a very unique kind of game and experience. So my money's on Stray.
Okay.
But any of the list is worth playing.
Yeah, I'd agree with you. I wouldn't be upset if any of them won Game of the Year.
Yeah.
But I do feel like Stray deserves it.
Yeah. I'm right there with you. Best direction for a game, it's Elden Ring, God of War, Horizon Forbidden West, Stray, and they add Immortality. Now, Immortality it's on Game Pass, so if you want to check it out, that's the place to check it out. And it is basically a movie documentary mystery where you're looking through various movie clips, trying to dig through the story and see what's going on. A very interesting direct for best game direction.
Yeah, that sounds like it
Yeah.
could be pretty damn fun. I bet the wife would like that a lot. She likes those mystery CSI type deals.
It's got like a 90% critic rating. They
Okay.
love it.
All
So,
right.
as far as the person directing and calling the shots for narrative, this one I can see easily winning.
Okay.
For best art direction, Elden Ring, God of War, Horizon Forbidden West, Stray, and then Scorn is added. I don't think Scorn's going to win. I love it. I loved the homage to Geiger.
Yeah.
But I don't think it's going to win because A, it's an homage, it's not original.
Yeah.
And the whole atmosphere was just that.
Yeah.
Very static.
Yeah. Yeah.
So props for being nominated, but I don't think it's going to win.
Yeah.
At the moment, I would have to give it to probably God of War. It's beautiful.
Yeah, I wouldn't, like, just based on what you said about recycling the models and stuff, I'm assuming that they've Elden Ring's recycled some of their textures for buildings and shit too. So there's a few scenes from Elden Ring that stand out to me, but I have not played God of War yet. So
I was playing in the Iron Woods,
mm-hmm.
and it's just so beautiful.
Okay.
I mean, Horizon Forbidden West is a great graphics game, and the character models are amazing, but some of the environments are kind of meh.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
But God of War, the environments just blow your breath away. It's one of those games where I go to a cliff face and I just sit and I watch what's going on,
yeah.
and you just take in the environment. Which I did that a lot with Elden Ring, but I do it more with God of War.
Okay.
And then for the best score and music category, Plague's Tale, Elden Ring, God of War, Xenoblade, and then Metal Hellsinger is added to the
That's
list.
number one for me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, how could you not?
I'm still disappointed that Apple Music has not gotten not the soundtrack.
Yeah.
I pay for you guys to give me what I need.
Yeah, how could you not give the game that's literally based on the music
mm-hmm.
that they put in it, and really good stuff?
Yeah.
It's got to win that category.
Yeah.
It's got to win that.
Yeah.
And that's all the categories we're going to cover. If you're interested in hearing about some of the others, then feel free to dive in and take a look at those. Marvel Snap made a showing in the best mobile game.
Nice.
So we'll.
I have to say that's probably one of my favorite ones that's ever come out now.
I'm finding more and more free games that are just amazing. Genshin Impact is also on that list, and it was amazing.
Yeah.
Diablo Immortal made that list too.
Yeah.
Which
you guys don't have phones? I'll never play it just based on that.
I know.
I won't play it too much.
Yeah.
Yeah. So let's move on to other.
Okay.
Okay.
What do we got?
We've got Disney is going. I only have one thing. Disney is going through a hiring freeze and doing some job cutting. And I'm really hoping this doesn't impact Disney Plus shows, because I literally cannot wait any longer for X-Men 97 than I already have.
I am worried about Chapek, the new Disney CEO, because he seems like a Warner Brothers type CEO, where the content is not as important as the numbers, as the bottom line. And when you do that, you're not valuing the culture you've created.
Yeah.
You're not valuing the content. You're not valuing the properties.
It's a dangerous game to be playing.
Yeah, exactly.
And my God, if anybody destroys the MCU other than a freaking epic villain, not in real life, but like Galactus or any other epic villain, I'm going to lose it.
Yeah, I think Iger before him was capable of promoting culture over profit.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think he is. I haven't seen it out of him yet.
Yeah.
And it worries me, especially with these layoffs and things.
Yeah. But he has said that he's open to rated R stuff.
Yes, but I think that's more of a financial decision than a.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah, I think that if it was because we have these, if he said we have these great mature content and we want to foster them, that'd be one thing. But he's just looking at
Deadpool 3.
Yeah, and making $1 billion. I think that's what my read on it is.
I hope you're wrong, but I fear you're right.
I hope I'm wrong too.
Yeah.
We'll see.
But that's all I've got for other. You got anything?
Actually, I had a few other video games. Don't pass up
Oh.
the Epic free games next week.
Oh, yeah, we forgot about that.
Yeah, Epic free games. You got 2 amazing games that the more I see of the free content hitting computers all the time, I'm becoming more and more of a computer person.
If it weren't so fucking expensive,
I
dude.
know. I hear you. I hear you. But we're getting Dark Deity for free, which is a tactical role-playing game. Really cool. But we're also getting The Evil Dead.
Like the one that we
the
played?
one that came out like 2 months ago for free. on Epic.
It might be literally dead.
Well, free will bring back a decent
even
amount
worse
of players.
people that actually paid money to play
Well,
it?
yeah. But it's still pretty cool that they're getting that game for free.
It is.
already.
Yeah, it is.
And then games coming up, we have on the 18th, The Devil in Me, which is the 4th in the Dark Pictures series.
Okay. Those are not nearly as good as the like Until Dawn or the one that just came out.
Aren't they more like narrative?
Yeah.
Yeah, they're more of your narrative storytelling there. And then on the 18th as well, we got the new Pokemon. The 9th generation hits the Switch with Scarlet and Violet.
Yeah, I keep seeing screenshots online of the duck, the sassy duck.
Sassy duck?
Yeah, the yassified duck is what they're calling it. And I don't even know if I'm saying it right. Yes, girl. That type of duck. Well, he's got like a blue.
Now I want to play.
Yeah, he's got like a blue wave.
Oh my gosh.
Hair. Oh my god. Yeah, it's cute as shit. So.
Oh, that's amazing.
Yeah,
that's amazing.
Fallon doesn't want me to pick it up because she doesn't feel like it's going to play like Arceus. I'm going to pick it up just for the damn duck.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yes. Yes, queen.
Oh my gosh. It's amazing. On the 22nd, we have Evil West, which is a third-person shooter.
Okay.
And that's coming to pretty much everything. And then the next installment in the Gungrave series hits on the 22nd as well.
Was Gungrave an anime too?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, part of that. A few things for other. The new Magic set, Brothers of War, is hitting, and man, people are upset at Magic right now.
Oh yeah, they are.
Hasbro stock has continued to fall, and this week, Bank of America actually put out a downgrade for Hasbro. And basically, they said they did a deep dive and asked everybody, players, and so they basically had a, I don't know, commission. Who knows? It could have been one person. I don't know. But they had somebody really go in and look at the stability of Hasbro.
So they like pull out like 100 people like Family Feud?
Kinda, except I think they asked everybody. I think distributors, players, store shop owners. They basically kind of got a big gathering of people to talk about what's going on with Magic.
Mm-hmm.
And they basically said they said that Magic, Hasbro, is destroying the game. Basically, they just said what they're doing for profit is destroying the game.
Yeah, they think they're
for long-term stability.
Yeah, they think they're printing money, but they're not. They're printing it's tombstones.
Yeah, well, it's the same thing happened to the comic books in the 90s.
Yeah.
Where they started doing all these variants and they started making comics for the collectors, not for the readers.
So how are they not knowing this? Like, do they just not listen to their fan base at all, or what the heck?
I don't know if it's just bad decisions, or because sometimes, they have to make decisions like a year in advance. And so maybe it's just decisions they made a year ago that have really just hit them and they haven't been able to right the ship yet.
Right.
Or maybe they just are just looking at the profit numbers and not really, and they've kind of been doing this for a while, moving away from looking at what the players are doing, and they're looking more at what the collectors are doing. So they're printing stuff for collectors, not for players. So we'll see. We'll see if they can right the ship or not.
I don't see how they can keep the course. They're gonna have to make some adjustments.
Something's gonna have to change.
Yeah.
And that's all I've got for other.
Let's go into rumors.
Yeah, I don't actually. I didn't write a rumor down this week, but
Well, I've got two.
The rumor mill.
we play the rumor game where we give it a score about how likely we think the rumor is to happen, because a lot of these rumors, they're exactly what they are. They're rumors. And then we give it a how much we want it to happen. And feel free to jump in online and comment on Facebook, episode 20, about whether you agree, disagree with this or anything on the episode.
Yep. Okay, so I'll give it a start. Rumor number one. Okay, MODOK is going to be turned into a robot for Ant-Man and the Wasp 3.
Oh, man, I wish I could say that they won't do it, but sadly I can see them doing this.
I feel like that's the direction they're going. And a lot of... Because the article I read, and I could only find one article, so that's why I put it in the rumors. But the article I read, it said fans can't believe how they're treating MODOK in Ant-Man 3.
I have to admit, I think they like to tweak things between the comic books and the movies. They like to make little changes.
Yes.
Most of the time, I think those changes are good, but I have a feeling that this is one that's going to happen. So I'm going to give it a high score, like a 7, maybe an 8, and then I don't want it to happen, like a 0. Do not do this to MODOK.
Well, what does MODOK stand for?
Machine, some mental organism designed only for killing.
No,
mental organism.
Exactly.
Organism. He's not a robot. He's an organism.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah. So.
Yeah, and I love. Oh man, I tell you, I was telling you about this where he falls in love with Angela.
Yeah.
The MODOK assassin comics. Oh, they are so funny.
Yeah.
But it's because of his humanity. He is the character he is because of his humanity.
Yeah. And I honestly loved the way they did him in the Avengers game.
Yes.
I liked that version of him.
He is a very flawed villain, and that's why he's so lovable.
Yeah. Okay. So you think it's gonna happen?
I think it's gonna happen, but I don't want it to happen.
Same. I'm exactly the same as you. Now for the most fun rumor ever. Okay. Owen Wilson's Mobius.
Okay.
From Loki.
Yeah.
Will make an appearance in Deadpool 3. Now this is where I went. This is where my head went. I think I remember a speedboat or a jet ski on Mobius's desk, like a picture or an ad.
Yes.
And Wade is always talking about his mission in Jacksonville.
Yes.
So I feel like they're either going to run into each other on a lake,
like jet skis.
or right after the lake at a TGI Fridays.
Oh man.
Yes, that's where I went.
Honestly, I feel like this is a fan theory and nothing else. But so I'll give it like a 5 as to whether or not it's true. But I feel like it so could happen. Because Deadpool 3 is going to have so many cameos, and I just feel like this is one that could happen.
Yeah.
And should happen. I'm going to say it should happen.
Yeah.
So let's let that happen.
Yeah,
Mobius and Deadpool meet up.
I'll give it 5, and I'll give it a 9 for one to happen.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
I think that would be great.
Yeah, Deadpool's probably going to be crossing over the multiverse anyway. He's already in, Mobius is in that multiverse storyline. So I think the odds of it happening are pretty good. I still think it's just a fan theory, but I think it's a pretty good fan theory.
Yeah. Well, once I read it, I was like, I didn't read too much into the article because they didn't really have too much in there. They just said that this is rumored to happen, and that's where my head went. And I was like, if it happens that way, I definitely want it to happen.
Yeah.
I want it to be like a flashback where they're at TGI Fridays or they're heading to TGI Fridays from just a hard day of jet skiing or some shit.
Yeah. Some like sappy bromance music or something going on with it, and Deadpool summer camp. Okay. Well, this is Ogre.
Yeah, so guys, Geekly review, episode 20.
Yeah, episode 20. Be good to each other.
Yeah, absolutely.
All right. Yeah, that's a pretty cool one.
I thought that was so fun. And it was just a picture of him and then the Deadpool 3 logo, and I was like, please make it happen.